Chapter 1 The Memories. You are listening at FameTV.info. In May, the spring breeze is warm, everything recovers, and the warm sun lights up the entire Big Apple City located in Park Ave, Midtown Manhattan. It was built in 1893 and spans 49.50 blocks. It is a 42-story Waldorf Astoria hotel with 1,413 suites. Yang Qing stands on the bedroom window of one of the towers of the Imperial Suite. Before, the busy traffic overlooking Park Avenue was silent for a long time. The brain has just been baptized with severe pain for more than half an hour. His body is very vain, his complexion is a little pale, and the hair has been wet with sweat, but it still hasn't hindered that handsome face from reflecting on the glass. Undoubtedly, his thoughts are messy. Recalling that more than an hour ago, he was still in his kennel, facing the group of Victoria/S Secret Angels LG on the computer screen, proving his male charm. How could he slap his slap? Lost only sleep. Faintly remembered that in the last scene, an angel threw a tempting kiss to the camera. He was excited, his body shook, and then. There is no more. No, to be precise, when he woke up again, he found that he had changed, his face became handsome, his figure improved, and the environment he was in was a sky and a ground, and it was mid-May 2014. Go back to 5 years ago. Not only that, but I felt the slippery in my hands. It turned out that there was a coquettish and lovely person in my arms. I took a closer look and almost fainted. ISN/T This Megan Williams. As a family of licking dogs who regard the Victoria/S Secret supermodel as their ultimate dream, they still have enough knowledge about the Victoria/S Secret models. This little girl with blonde hair and blue eyes, who has just turned 20 this year, has a devil figure of 176 centimeters, will shine on the Victoria/S Secret stage 2 years from now, but now, she may have just come from the other side of the Atlantic and make a living by taking pictorial photos. Have a dream of flying towards the Phoenix for 9 days. But now he is in no mood to care about others, he has not had time to digest such a big thing. Of course, as a veteran networm and book fan in his previous life, he was still very receptive. After the initial excitement and fear, as well as a period of unspeakable emotions, he quickly calmed down, frame after frame from the original owner's memory images, which swept through the brain like a tsunami. Yang Qing felt like a flat boat, thrown around in this stormy sea, and the cerebral cortex passed by like thousands of ants, as if by people. I kept piercing with the needle, and even the known words were not enough to describe the pain, which lasted for half an hour. Yang Qing, who woke up again in a trance, staggered to the bathroom mirror, looked at the new shell and sorted out his thoughts. The original owner is an ABC, Chinese-American, English name Jason, the same Chinese name as him, Yang Qing, born in 1988, his 26th birthday last night. This product is also sad enough, for a birthday. Hey big, if you have to play with women, you have to play with yourself alive, and it will be cheaper. As for whether the original Yang Qing had swapped his body with him or his soul was lost, he didn't know, and he didn't bother to explore it. It's easy to change from frugal to extravagance and difficult to frugal. After learning about the wealth background of this life from memory, he wanted to make him easy. Give up. Let alone the door, there are no windows. Thinking of the fathers and mothers of this life, and the background of the entire family, he wanted to rush out of the hotel and shout it on the street, I/am rich, I/am super rich for 3 generations. What do you think? Is there money? No. No. How far is it? Waiting for Lao Tzu to kill you with money. Seriously, he made up for the possible consequences of this trip, and he resolutely beat this brain-dead idea into the 18th floor of hell, and he will never turn back. Let's just sigh. My mother Lu Yun, who has the feminine appearance of a Jiangnan woman, is contaminated with the sturdy style of fighting women. The strong woman, the senior vice president of LVMH Group, has an annual income of over $10 million. Fashion sense and sharp style are hailed as a new generation of fashion female demon, being able to become a senior executive of the world's #1 luxury goods group as a Chinese woman and enjoy equity incentives, naturally cannot escape her father, Yang Cheng's grandfather, the famous Chinese banker Lu Muqian, not only Huifeng Holdings, Royal Bank of Scotland and East West Bank, the shareholder and board member of Citibank, South Africa / Standard Chartered Bank, and other internationally renowned banks and investment banks. With a personal net worth of nearly $8 billion, he has a superior position in the global Chinese circle. Let's talk about Dad Yang Sen, who inherited the Yuanshan Group from his grandfather Yang Yuanshan, from a real estate company in a corner of Texas to a real estate predator with properties in North America, Australia, and the United Kingdom, and now it has successfully transformed through periodic arbitrage of non-performing assets. Yuanshan Capital, established in 2008, is currently the world's largest Chinese real estate private equity fund. Yuanshan Capital currently manages more than $35 billion in assets, and is one of the world / major players in non-performing real estate assets. It includes many commercial real estate companies, hotel groups, and tourism companies such as Yuanshan Real Estate Group. Although they paid a lot of shares to share the benefits, the Yang family secretly held the fund's holding position through cross-holding by offshore companies. In the latest 2014 list of unconvinced global billionaires, Yang Sen as the CEO of Yuanshan Capital, he holds 31.2% of the shares and ranks 101st on the list with a net worth of $11.2 billion. It is only a gap of $100 million from the top 100 richest people in the world. Said these are not to show how rich Yang Cheng / family is, but to show how rich Yang Cheng / family is, but to the person who didn't / know where to go, the original Yang Qingdao shouted a prodigal idiot, a typical representative of a good hand of cards is sloppy. As the only third-generation seedling of the Lu Yang family and the only heir, it is not an exaggeration to say that he was born with a golden key. What / more, as the offspring of a graduate of high-achieving students who inherited the excellent genes of his parents, how could he be a fool? No matter what he gets to university, he will be able to learn everything, piano, French, and aristocratic etiquette. Nothing can hold him back. However, his shortcomings are as obvious as his advantages, that is, he has no perseverance. There is nothing he insisted on for more than half a year. In order to learn surfing, he went to Hawaii, rented a private island, and hired the top coach to teach. He surfed, spent less than a month, spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, facing the facelessness of the coach to the Jiangdong elders, and then threw the surfboard into the sea. He stopped playing. It was not challenging and boring. Skiing, diving, skydiving are all like this, that's all. It's not a bad thing for kids to have more hobbies, don't they just spend some money? Their young family really doesn't lack this. But the story always needs a turning point to set off a climax, and Yang Cheng turning point was the year he graduated from college. The plot is a bit bloody. At that time, Yang Cheng was still an innocent young boy. He followed the footsteps of his parents and went to study finance. He had a girlfriend during college. Like him, he was of Chinese descent. However, the wife's family was a new immigrant and her parents were ordinary workers. Skilled immigrants do not earn much, but they are enough for a family of 3 to eat and drink. Yang Cheng was relatively low-key after entering university. Except for a BMW 5 Series, she didn't even wear a decent watch, because in the view of Yang Sen and Lu Yun, entering the small society of university should cultivate children independent ability. Of course, they are Chinese families after all. They still maintain the habit of speaking Mandarin at home. They don't even care about tuition fees like white families have to resort to student loans. The tuition is paid by the family, but there is no pocket money. Want to spend it? You can earn it by yourself. By the way, the BMW was given to Yang Cheng by my grandmother /S heart for her grandson. Because of this, her grandmother was complained by Lu Yun. Yang Cheng is not dissatisfied with this. Don't you just work to earn money? In a small case, the piano from elementary school is useful, even if you don't like to play. For the sake of the Green Benjamin, you have to play. After an interview, I found a part-time job in a piano shop in LA's Sunset Boulevard. His piano level is good. The boss appreciates him. He is paid $20 per hour for 2 hours a day. In addition, he often helps to sell the piano to get a commission. It is not a problem to earn $34,000 a month for the tips given by customers. This salary is absolutely unable to support his lavish spending. Fortunately, he does not have high requirements on the material aspect. It is much more useful since childhood. UU reading www.uucons.com is the same thing. Those junk food that his mother disliked has become his favorite during the 4 years of college. Girlfriend Lin Qian doesn't /T look amazing. She belongs to the kind of Fawn from the clear water, natural to decorate, clear and refined. The two met in an extracurricular activity. The teacher asked her to speak, but she couldn't /T speak for a long time. She felt that Lin Qian had just arrived and she was not proficient in English. Yang Cheng, who thought she had seen Lin Qian /S dilemma, had a hot head and stood up as a hero. To save the United States, I thought I could kiss Fangza on this, but later learned that Lin Qian was just sorting out the words at the time, not that she could not, it was a joke. Many of the feelings between men and women were caused by misunderstandings. In the following days, Yang Cheng, holding the resolute will to blow up the bunker, stalked Lin Qian, stopped on the way to school, blocked the entrance of the school, and dragged him in the middle of winter. Lin Qian went for a drive, and her nose was so cold that she was humbled and asked warmly, taking advantage of her mobility. After the two confirmed their relationship, Lin Qian raised the matter in embarrassment. At the time, she didn't /T know whether it was numbness or her head. She was so easily eaten tofu by Yang Cheng, and she was touched all over her body. After Yang Cheng heard this, the proud and angry Lin Qian grabbed him by the ear and refused to let it go, and finally agreed to a series of unequal treaties before he stopped. After going back and forth, even a woman could not hold it. Lin Qian fell. The young couple rented an apartment outside the school and lived a two-night and double-dwelling life. They were as tired as conjoined babies every day, and spread dogs all over the world. In the past 4 years, Yang Cheng's passion for Lin Qian was not dulled by the passage of time, but more intense, such as the old wine that has been aged for many years, sweet and intoxicating. On the graduation ceremony day, Yang Cheng decided to propose to Lin Qian. To confess his family background to her, he wants to give Lin Qian the best life and stay with her for the rest of his life. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.